When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. And when I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And if I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man.
Good morning, everybody. You got Trigirl and Fiik on the trail this morning, hiking the Triple Crown. Something that we have been wanting to do for, what, Fiik, about 10 years?
At least 10 years.
At least 10 years. So we made it here in the winter time, which is pretty awesome because we got the trail to ourselves. And hang on a second, I just got to show you this view here.
Just look at that view.
Look at that view. What a beautiful day. We're up here at Tinker Cliffs. Just came up the Andy Lane Trail to get to Tinker. And now we're continuing on to McAfee Knob, which we found out from our outstanding shuttle driver, Joe from Four Pines, that it is indeed pronounced McAfee, not McAfee.
At least by Joe.
At least by Joe, which is all that mattered to us and to Joe. So now that we got that mystery solved, we'll see you in a little bit. Well, hey there. So we are about halfway from Tinker to McAfee. We kind of slightly blue blazed up here to what Fiik has named No View Mountain because it doesn't get any love in the Triple Crown. And as you can see, there's just no view at all. Just that beautiful river down there. And so we're going to take a second to show you a little piece of equipment that we're lucky enough to have today that the few folks who have encountered do not, and that is micro spikes, which are currently hanging on the back of Fiik's backpack because we started going up terrain like this, very rocky. A lot of leaves, not as much snow, so we took them off. But word is when we get to McAfee and start heading towards the summit, we're going to need them. So we're going to be grateful we have them. So we'll show you them then. See you soon.
All right, Trigirl. That's what I've been waiting a long time for. McAfee Knob. Going to get the iconic picture on the Appalachian Trail. Doesn't get any better than this. Oh yeah. Handstand. We're going to take a picture and turn it upside down. We'll see you in a few hours.
Okay, so we are here at the Campbell Shelter. Hiked about 8.5 miles so far today. And we are 0.7 miles from the knob. We could see it for the last mile or so of our hike. Just getting closer and closer in the distance, which was pretty cool. So we're here for lunch, sitting here by the fire with our stove that we are trying something new because we don't think we have enough fuel. So we're making our lunch, boiling our chicken in the water, and then the water will go in the couscous that we brought. This is one of the advantages to being a section hiker, that you can carry better food with you. So we'll see how that goes. But pretty nice shelter, pretty basic. But anyway, we're gonna have some lunch and then we're gonna keep going and summit McAfee and probably stealth camp up at the top of McAfee so we can see a sunset and a sunrise. So we'll see you soon. Okay, it was a great lunch. Actually a hot lunch, that's unusual for us. And we are back on trail and have about 0.7 to get to the knob. Woo-hoo! And Fiik will be ecstatic. So I think when I get up here to the top, that is where we're heading. So we'll see you when we get up there.
So more than just a knob, huh? Oh, I would not do that.
Tell me if I...
All right. We waited a long time for this. View from McAfee. Oh my.
McAfee, according to Joe.
McAfee, exactly. Sorry, I got a little southern twang going. I feel like Simba. Oh my. Wow.
That's the peak right there, isn't it?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. That's amazing. What do you think? Trigirl?
It's pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. It is
And pretty empty. Just...
pretty awesome. Wow.
All right, good morning. It's day 2 and we are currently at the Catawba Mountain Shelter. We did see a gorgeous sunrise on McAfee this morning, but we were so cold that we forgot to film anything. We took plenty of pictures, but we did not film anything. There's Fiik. He's back from his trip to the
Disgusting.
privy, as they are called out here on the AT. So we have stopped in to make some breakfast. We actually had another rookie mistake yesterday where we did not bring enough propane because we actually cooked our lunch. So we had enough for lunch and dinner, but not breakfast and coffee. And the trail does provide, so we met Rob and Kaylee, I think, up at the knob this morning for sunrise, and they were only out for the night and had an extra can of fuel, so they gave us that. So we are about to have a hot breakfast and some coffee, and it's finally starting to warm up a little. This morning was bitterly cold. How'd you feel about sleeping last night, Fiik?
It was quite cold. But, you know, it's always a good time when you're on the AT.
It was windy for sure, and we kept getting kind of woken up by bright light, and I thought Fiik had his phone on, and it actually turned out that it was the moonlight. So that was kind of cool. So we're gonna get some food and have some coffee, and then we've got about a 15-mile day ahead of us today, trying to get to Dragons, see the views. Hopefully the ice isn't too bad, and there we go. All right, talk to you soon. All right, so we're back on the trail. For as cold as we were this morning, we've taken off layer after layer after layer.
I'm in my underwear.
That's coming next. That's the R-rated version of the video. I normally, as Trigirl, feel like Iron Girl threw up on me, or Iron Man threw up on me. And then today, instead, I don't know if you can see all that, but now I feel like Smartwool threw up on me, which is okay because I really like their stuff. This is a view that we've decided to name, what? Danny's Rock?
Nah, this isn't Danny's
Oh, this
Rock.
isn't it. Okay. No name rock, but again, kind of a nice view that's not an overlook and not a waterfall and not some of the traditional views. But away we go. We are 3.28 into probably a 15-mile day. It is absolutely beautiful out now. And by now you are probably wondering why I'm Trigirl and he's Fiik. So, you probably just figured it out. I do a lot of triathlons, so does Fiik, a lot of Ironmans. So, years ago, we came up with Trigirl for me. And when you're a section hiker, sometimes you have to come up with your own trail name because you're not out here long enough for someone to bestow a trail name on you. So 10 years ago when we started the AT adventure and we signed into the Harper's Ferry book after completing the Maryland section, we needed trail names. Mine was Trigirl, which I have stuck with at present, and Danny's was Moondog, last name being Mooney. Well, this year, after many, many times of not necessarily knowing the answer to the question, we bestowed on former Moondog Fiik, which, if you haven't figured it out yet, stands for...
Fuck if I know.
And we decided that that was a much better trail name, so that's who he is, until we eventually become thru hikers and someone bestows something different on us. All right, talk to you soon. All right, pretty nice view. These are the cliffs. 5 miles into our day. And it is beautiful. There was a little stealth site right at the base of one of these cliffs that faces the sunrise. That would have been a good spot for somebody. So the cliffs go down there. Pretty cool. I like rock outcroppings, especially in December where I know there's no snakes. Yes. Okay, Wild. Are you bad luck?
Huh?
Or are you good luck? Because you seem to have brought around a similar problem to the standoff.
If you were in this situation, what would you do?
Wild, we need your advice.
Start talking about steaks? I don't think we want to talk about steaks.
We don't want to talk about steaks. He's by himself right now. Let's see if we can meander on by.
Let's just mosey on by. All right then.
Huh. He did come over.
I'm not walking this way. I'm not walking near you.
So, for those of you who follow Wild on the trail, that was by far the funniest episode we've seen so far. But he had much more than one bull to deal with. So, I think, despite the fact that the fence is knocked down, we're in the clear. We hope. There's all the other cows. We're hoping if they're like a typical woman, that we don't bring the bull over here with us. Check in with you later. Okay, so we survived the standoff with our friend the bull. And this is a pretty cool area between the little waterfall and an old mill. Pretty neat. We are going that way with about less than 3 miles to Dragons. Be excited to get there.
Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff, and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel on a boat.
All right, Trigirl and Fiik here, and our 2-day, 3 summit adventure on the Triple Crown is complete. We are officially Triple Crowners. We never did explain at the beginning, but for those who have not hiked this section of the AT, the Triple Crown is Tinker Cliffs.
Could ask me.
I know, I should ask Fiik. Fiik does. What if I know? Tinker Cliffs, McAfee Nub, and I think a new personal favorite, at least for me, Dragon Tooth. We hiked close to 16 miles today, and that was a hard hike. I think that should get a little more love in the Gut Hook app. That the hike from McAfee to Dragon, especially as you get closer to Dragon, is really hard. Not just the 0.7 going up to Dragon, long before that, but very technical. And we were super lucky. We got up there at a perfect time. We saw on one side of us a absolutely gorgeous sunset, and on the other side of us an amazing moonrise that will add some pictures.
And a shout out to Andrew.
That's right, our friend Andrew, a 22-year-old ninja who was all over the tooth taking pictures of us. We were like, dude, we just want a picture. We don't want to see you die. But he's a nice kid. So anyway, we are in the truck, which fortunately was quite safe apparently at the Dragon Tooth trailhead for overnight, and we are heading back to our camper, which is about 40 minutes the other way in Natural Bridge. So an amazing 2 days, hard work today. But any other thoughts there, Fiik?
Nah, just beautiful overlooks the whole way. It's just a great hike for the scenery, but be ready to work if you do go out and do the Triple Crown, because it was a lot of work. And you might want to do it when it's a little bit warmer, because this morning was quite cold.
Yep, we actually ended up not really needing our micro spikes much today, not at all on Dragon Tooth. And had we hit Dragon Tooth earlier, like yesterday morning, if we had started there, I think that would have been a really tough hike, because there was still a little bit of remnants of ice, but we did not need them. I don't know that you could ask for better weather in December, but Fiik is correct. There was less filming today because we were freezing this morning, trying to get the camp packed up. And then honestly, we forgot to film a little bit more when we, or to film at all when we got to Dragon Tooth, because we were a little overwhelmed at how amazing it was. And it's a little scary the first time you go up there, up to the top of the tooth. So we got some pictures. But anyway, definitely would recommend the hike to anybody who's interested and who loves the AT like we do. So we will be back.
All right, take care, everybody.